Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. Hello, my name is Satria Widodo, and by the chance of today's speaking final test video, I would like to present you all guys about how to be productive in this current pandemic situation. As we may know, along this 2020 and 2021 are very rough and tough years for us with the outbreak of COVID-19, which made us quarantine in home and limit our mobilities to go outside. Often, this made us feel bored and lazy, of course, but hey, come on. We still could be able to face this out with some interesting things to do and made us more productive. In many states of country, a shelter-in-place order has been issued, and many more are going to be putting out similar orders soon. So how student like us or college student, yeah, of course, whatsoever is that, can be productive and stay productive when everyone else is being and watching the Netflix all day long? These tips can help you stay on track and enable you to use this time to get ahead or catch up. Don't think of this time as a staycation or extended holiday, but as a time to get organized. Explore your options for the future and plan ahead. Staying busy is the best way to avoid getting cabin fever, and when this is all said and done, you will thank you to yourself for using this time to prepare your future and your successness. Even with the COVID-19 restriction easing, many of us are set to study at home for the foreseeable future. The longer we do so, the more likely we are become bored and unmotivated. So how do we ensure we are continuing to make the best situation? And this is the tips for staying positive and overcoming some of the common challenges that come with studying at home. So the first one, develop a schedule and stick to it. One of the best ways to ensure that you stay productive during quarantine is by making a daily routine, just like you would if you were in a school like usually. In time when everything feels uncertain, having a routine can provide consistency and allow you to get back a sense of control over your life. It doesn't even have to be as strict as the normal schedule would be. Simply getting up and going to sleep at same time every night, it can lead you to make a huge difference, and it's simple to incorporate with your daily routine. Then second, stay connected to your classmates, friends, and your families. If you are currently taking online classes, find a classmate who would be open to short video chats or messaging to study with after class or before a big exam like this. Having someone to hold you accountable is a great motivator to keep you productive. Having outside contact during this time of social isolation is also a way to make sure that you are staying mentally healthy, as well as checking in to make sure your friends and family are staying healthy too. It is not easy to be stuck at home for this long, so you must remain in contact with people you care about. Also, when your mental health isn't at its best, any motivation you once had to do something productive may be diminished. Then the third, create a designated workspace that isn't your bed. Another way to take control is to create a designated productive space. This is essential in making sure you get projects and tasks done. There are many ways to go about. There are many ways to go about creating an ideal work environment at home, including saving your bed for sleeping and nothing else. If you are planning on doing something like college related, get out of your bed and sit at your desk or your kitchen table. Really, anywhere that isn't be your bed should be do the trick. Getting dressed for the day like you would if you weren't stuck at home is a great way to get yourself into a productive mindset. Staying in your pajamas all day, although in theory sounds great, will make it much harder to want to get off the bed. Then, the fourth, be proactive. The internet is full of helpful tips on how to stay productive and motivated during this time of chaos and uncertainty. It is also a great place to search for new opportunities like scholarship or maybe internship you didn't know were available near you. The time will come when we can all finally get back to our regular routines. But don't let that stop you from taking advantage of this unexpected free time. You have to explore your health, career, and options. Then, appreciate the benefits. Now more than ever, it is important to take stock of the positives and remind ourselves that there are plenty of advantage to working from home or studying at home. For me, the biggest benefit is not having to spend hours a day commuting. Now I am able to use that extra time to focus on my passions, my hobbies, or like music, cooking, or what else, anything. Working remotely also usually means having more flexible working hours or your study hours, which is it is great if you have other responsibilities or hobbies to think about, or you just don't want to have to worry about catching your bus on time. Then recognize the challenge. Although the technology we have allows us to stay connected virtually, the reality it is not the same as interacting in person. Not everybody likes to video chat, which means you can always see the person you are speaking to. But you can also fully gauge people's reaction and read their body language over the text or an audio call. Additionally, it can be more difficult to collaborate in remote work setting on a support project, for example. I would want all my teammates to communicate continuously about the things they are working on. Normally, this would be as easy as just shouting out while we were all in the office or college or your campus or your everywhere. When we are all working from home, it is just not as practically possible to enforce this. And I think that's all some tips that I could share with you all, guys. And thank you. And I'm so sorry if there is any mistaken that happened to me or occurred in this presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon.